The hallway was loud with laughter, footsteps, the slam of locker doors. But in the middle of it all, a single, chilling moment froze the air. A group of girls had cornered Aaliyah James, their hands clutching at her hoodie as one of them pressed an arm around her throat. Her back slammed into the lockers with a metallic clang. She could feel her airway closing. The bullies thought she was an easy target, a quiet black girl who didn't talk much. What they didn't know was that Aaliyah was anything but weak. Aaliyah had been training in MMA for years, though she never bragged about it. Her mother, a former kickboxer, had signed her up after Aaliyah came home crying one too. Many times from kids teasing her for her dark skin and braided hair, she had learned discipline, strength, and control. But here, in the middle of the school hallway, she faced a challenge MMA never fully prepared her for: the choice between staying silent or standing up in a way that would change everything. Her lungs burned. The sound of students laughing in the background felt like a million miles away. She could hear one of the girls whisper harshly, "Say you're sorry for acting like you're better than us." Aaliyah wanted to shout that she'd never thought she was better. She just stayed in her lane. But the chokehold was getting tighter. In one sharp motion, instinct kicked in. She shifted her weight, hooked her leg behind her attacker's knee, and pivoted. The girl stumbled back, shocked, and Aaliyah pulled away, gasping for air. She didn't throw a punch. She didn't scream. She just stared at them with a calm, almost dangerous silence. That silence unnerved them more than anything else, but it wasn't over. The bullying didn't stop after that day, it only changed shape. Now, instead of physical attacks, they mocked her in the cafeteria, whispered lies about her, and made her feel isolated. Even some teachers looked the other way, afraid of getting involved. Aaliyah started to feel the weight of it in her chest. She questioned herself. Why fight back if it just makes them worse? One evening, while wrapping her hands at the MMA gym, her coach noticed she was distracted. "What's on your mind, champ?" he asked. She tried to brush it off, but he pushed gently. And then the words tumbled out: how she felt invisible, how she was tired of being treated like she didn't belong. Her coach looked at her steadily. MMA isn't about winning every fight. It's about knowing you can fight and choosing when. You've already proven you're strong. Now show them you're unbreakable. The next week, Aaliyah signed up for the school's talent showcase, not to perform music or dance like most, but to do something no one expected: a live MMA demonstration. When the day came, the gymnasium was packed. Some students laughed when they saw her step onto the mat, but the laughter faded as she began precision strikes. Flawless grappling, a lightning-fast takedown on her training partner. She moved like water, every motion controlled, powerful, and undeniably skilled. When she finished, the crowd erupted in cheers. Even the bullies sat in stunned silence, their smirks gone. They had seen her for the first time not as someone to target, but as someone to respect. Afterward, a few classmates approached her, telling her how inspiring she was. Even one of the bullies muttered a quiet, "You're good, Leah." Didn't respond with anger or smugness. She just smiled, a small, knowing smile. She had learned that true strength wasn't in choking someone back. It was in showing them you couldn't be broken. From that day on, the whispers faded. People treated her differently, not because they were scared, but because they finally saw her. Aaliyah walked through the hallways with her head high, not as a victim, not even as just a fighter, but as someone who knew her worth and refused to let anyone take it away. And maybe, just maybe, the bullies learned something too. The quietest person in the room might just be the one they should never underestimate.